Morning, Year 6. I'm here to take you through your work for this week beginning the 18th of May. So this is the work on the website, so you'll be able to access it from the Year 6 class page. And as you can see, we're covering RE, talking about how the Holy Spirit entered into Jesus' followers and what it enabled them to do. And I've asked you to do a short piece of work on there. And don't forget our link to the Joe Wicks PE to keep you all fit. Just want to focus on a few of the other areas though. So first of all, my maths. Brilliant that a lot of you are working on it, but I can see that some of you haven't started, but you should have had your login emailed out to you over a week ago now. And it enables me to look to see who's got work completed and who's got work outstanding. So if you look at the blue arrow, you can see that this student's only got 6 pieces of work outstanding with none overdue. That's because they completed all last week's work, and what's outstanding is the work that I put up for this week. And you can see if you look at the outstanding work box, our maths this week focuses on statistics, specifically line graphs, looking at distance and time, and pie charts, both reading and constructing them. And the red arrow points to a student that has those 6 pieces of work outstanding, but has 5 overdue. Now, those 5 overdue pieces are pieces that were set last week and should have been completed by last Friday. So this student has quite a bit of maths work to do this week, 11 pieces in total. So please work on those. If you've got any problems, ring the school. There's an adult in every day that should be able to help you. Okay, next. So literacy this week, I'd like you to look at the text. There's a link on our class page of the giant's necklace. And I'd like you to write a newspaper report. I put up the features of newspaper reports for you, but please remember to use your speech marks for direct speech, and indirect speech doesn't require speech marks. So if you just said, oh, after speaking to Mrs. Lyons, who mentioned that she saw young Sherry walking on the beach, that's indirect. No speech marks. Okay, and let's move on. So, done a lot of work for our Cornerstones topic, which has been on ID, identification, and you've done some work for me on fingerprints, which are unique to everybody. So they're a good way of identifying people, and the police and embassies use these to link to people and their data. And also you've looked at Sherlock Holmes. You should have read some of the stories, and I hope some of you have written your own Sherlock Holmes investigative stories. Again, he uses observational skills to help him solve crimes. And that's what I want you to do this week. Now that we're allowed out of lockdown, I really want you to use your observational skills as you're walking around your local area, or even if you're going out shopping. What can you see? Look at the houses, look at the open spaces, look at the streets, because every local environment may have both positive and negative images. So obviously a positive image is a beautiful open space with wonderful tended flower beds. It shows that your local government really values the local community. Or, like the picture at the bottom, is there rubbish strewn across the streets? Now this is negative. This is detrimental to people's health. It attracts rats. So people won't want to live in that sort of environment. So that's what I mean. Positive will want people to live there, and it's good for the people that live there. Negative will dissuade people from actually wanting to be there. And actually, it makes us think that our local councils don't value the environment. So what I'd like you to do is, when you've done your observations, I'd like you to put your ideas into a persuasive leaflet. And the reason I want it to be persuasive is, obviously I want you to point out all the amazing things that are in your area, all those positive things that enhance your local environment, and want people to come and visit, want people to live there, want people to enjoy it and have positive benefits for the residents' well-being. But then I want you to know the negative things that you can see around as you're out and about, and the detrimental effect that this will have on visitors, residents, and actually how it reflects on the council's attitude to the local environment. Then thirdly, I would like you to think about, what changes would you like to see happen to your environment? What positive changes that would enhance the environment? And think about not only what they are going to be, but what impact, how will they benefit local residents? How will it seem more attractive to people that want to move into the area or even just visit the area? Now, we've done persuasive language in the past, but I'm just going to remind you, use repetition or ideas repeated 3 times, because you really want to put your point across. And repetition and in 3 is always, it's more persuasive, because that message continues to be hammered at home. Also, emotive language. Appeal to the reader. How would you feel? Would you like this? And that leads me on to the rhetorical question. Rhetorical question always leaves the reader thinking and mulling over what you've said, but seeing it from their perspective. And also, a little bit of exaggeration will help your persuasion. Don't just say it doesn't look nice. It's disgusting. It's detrimental. There is piles of rubbish littered everywhere. Okay, or the beautiful blooming blossoms. Oh, I've got alliteration, and I've got my 3 B's there, so that's okay. Just getting excited about my own thoughts that come. And finally, I've left you with a word bank. Don't worry if you haven't got a pencil and paper now. You can come back to the video or pause it and write it down for yourself. But they're just words that will help you to link between your paragraphs and across your paragraphs. And don't forget, look at the layout, look at the subheadings, make your leaflet eye-catching, and let's see if you can persuade your local council to make some positive changes to your local environment for yours and other residents' benefits. Now, I know you've all been working hard, and some of you have posted some amazing work to our Twitter accounts. But just in case you haven't, get mum or dad or carer to sign up to Twitter, because you're underage, and post your wonderful work at our 2 pages. So until next week, enjoy your work, stay safe, and I will speak to you soon.